Hi folks, welcome back. We are trying to survive the winter, which, yeah, we're okay at the minute. We're also trying to get some land back. Most importantly, what we really need to do is get some wood. But it's one of those things. We want to get underground. If we can get underground. See, it's this way. We can dig all this out. We can start to bring houses and stuff underground. And that hopefully will help us expand the colony a little bit. But in order to do that, we do need to mine, and ideally we need to actually put some stuff into production. I'm in this weird limbo phase right now where the things that I need to do are going to take a little bit of time just because we're running out of warehouse space. In all fairness, I don't actually have an awful lot of warehouses. We've got small sheds. So what are we researching at the minute? Absolutely nothing. Can we research warehouses? Yes, we can get a small warehouse on the go. So, things that we need. We need a furnace, cut stone and machinery. We'll get that up on the go. Oh no, it says 55 planks. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. I don't need to research that. Is that how it works? So I'll get a small warehouse going because we do need to research that. We don't have the planks for it, and that's going to be an issue. Factories. We have a weaver, we have a coal furnace, stone cutter and sawmill. So no, we don't have the furnace unlocked. That's weird, because that's also planks. But we'll do the warehouse anyway, because it's not a bad thing. We'll just hurry through the night, get this out of the way. And we are back to the new day. So we're sitting on 2 quests that are completed already, so we'll go collect them. So that's just, everybody's got houses, so we can grab that. And that is dangerously cold. So that's basically, we've got to survive 4 more nights and we should be okay. But yeah, this is the problem that we're at. In order to do that, we need wood. We don't have much wood. So we've got to work out a way to get that all sorted. We have no students. Nobody is available. Also, what is being taught? Craftsmanship. To bring them up to whatever level that is, like apprentices. So, fishing dock, because I know these guys usually need an apprentice. They've got 1. Really need to organize stuff a little bit better. I would say, while we are not particularly building anything, if we can get another woodcutter on the go, that's going to be quite helpful. With him being up there, though, he's potentially going to want a fire because he's going to get cold. Do we have fires? Fires are going to be under here. Get a campfire up. We put the campfire. We put the campfire there. Let's put it that side, actually. Put the campfire there. It's going to warm up a couple of these mices. Set that as high priority. We've got to make sure that this one doesn't run out either, so we can just add some wood in. We do not have much wood at all, to the point that this campfire has actually gone out because we neglected it. But that doesn't really matter because that tree is also nearly done. I think what we could look to do next, though, probably get another one of these earth workers in. We get another one of these earth workers in. It'll help reclaim a little bit of land, which in turn is going to help us with get some trees in. Kinda would like to. Wait, can I just put this? No. Put this here. It'll kind of impact the fields a little bit because I sort of need to get in here and get some of these trees growing. We're in this weird position as well. We need more mice. There we go. A little bit of heat going in. That's everything done in terms of being built. So let's just pump that with those 2. So they can actually get to work and start cutting down the trees over here. When these 2 have finished, we need to get them into mining, I think, because we're running out of stone. Pretty low as it is, because we have got 2 stone cutters going on. There's only 1 guy in there. So what we'll do is we'll change his place of work, if I can remember how. We should be able to click on him, and then stone cutters, and move him to that stone cutters, and then we'll put this one, here you go, there. We'll put that one into the mine, so that then this stone cutter has no workers in it, so that should reduce how much stone we're chopping up, but also gives people something to do. Everybody's working somewhere. How are these little guys? That's the last bit of that, and then that's that tree donezo. Wish that you could ask them to prioritise planting. That'd be quite interesting to see if it would work. Yeah, because, so if we look at what gets highlighted, so over here it's cold, you get a big warning sign, so I'm guessing it's basically saying, hey, this is too cold to do anything with. But then where the heat is, there is no warning sign for it. So potentially, we're sitting pretty and looking good. That it's actually workable, which would be really handy if they'd just crack on and get to it. So that's no more resources for those. You guys. Let's get you. Oh, you're going to need planks. Okay, cool. Let's move this then, shall we? If we just pick this up, move it. Whee! And then if we can just squeeze it there. That moves their place of work over here as well. So then they can get at these trees. Jobs are good in with that one. That'll clear that up a bit more. And we just got to keep going up. If we keep going up, we'll be able to get everything else. But in order to go up, it's going to cost us logs. Which, it is what it is. It's a log, so there's not an awful lot that we can do about it. It's just kind of matter of fact, I guess. There we go. So that gives them access now. They can go up those steps, hit these trees, up these steps, hitting all these trees on the way up. So that'll give them something to do if it's in range, which it is. But not of that one. That's not a problem. But we need to get those logs coming in. Get those logs coming in will help everything. And we've currently got one builder, which is not too bad. Wonder if we can't educate them. So we'll just have to crack on through. I'll power through the night. Again, there's no point in hanging around with this. Not a lot happens in the night. They just get eaten and then we get the summary at the end of the game. So feed it through. And I will see you in day 22. Tomorrow, though, a supply ship turns up, so that'll be helpful for us. We can get some logs off of that, hopefully. But for now, speed it through and get to the end of the day. So one thing that I found interesting is in the summary, it said that people were a little bit worried about pollution. There was some mild pollution complaints. So I've just turned up.
Our fur is not enough to hold back the winter winds. Cloaks will help us keep the warmth of campfires longer and slow the onset of frostbite. Please trade, or make enough cloaks for at least 13 whiskers. More would be appreciated. And don't forget to place campfires in strategic locations.
Well, that's interesting. So they want clothes, which we can sort of do. We can head towards it. I'll accept that. It's not a problem. But yeah, the pollution thing. As you can see, I've got this 0% on the end of the cursor. If we move around the map, that's basically showing where the pollution is. But if you notice, and it's very light, around the fire there's almost like a smoky kind of purple haze to stuff. And that's actually pollution. So if we bring the cursor in, you can see right on top of that fire is 13.4%. And then just the area around it, you see how polluted the area is. So it starts to get interesting because there's this weird, horrible trade-off between keeping them warm but also upsetting them due to pollution. So we've just got to be careful and mindful of that. And see which way the wind is blowing. It's a tricky one, in all honesty. But it seems like wind is almost blowing from the left to the right. Just because if you look at the numbers, 30% on top of the fire, I agree, 12% to the left, but 11.4% to the right, and then it's 5%, then it's 4%. Whereas if you look to the left, it's 12%, then it's 1.6. So going to the right, that pollution stays high, which tells me the wind direction is going left to right, whoosh, which says if we start to produce manufacturing industry that's going to create a lot of pollution, put it to the right-hand side of our colony, put it downwind, which works out pretty well for us, actually, because there's no islands out here. So we can get stuff going in that direction and not bother anybody, if that makes sense, because there is nothing. Let's get a trade going on, see what they want. We would like some logs. So we can get some clothes, get some logs. Let's go for the second one. It's going to help us out with some logs and clothes. It was all about a weaver's hut, wasn't it? So we'll have to line that up to research as well. And for now, we are currently busy researching a small warehouse, which is good. Just needs 8 more planks. So we've got to get down here. In order to do this, we need the copper bar. So it's a long way off, actually. That objective is quite a way off, but we'll do it over time. So we'll just look into it, get it going, and hopefully see how it works out. I would argue the next port of call is most definitely if we can get some small warehouses in and then hit that ore furnace up. That'd be really, really handy. It does increase our pollution output, but we also need fuel. Charcoal furnace. It will produce fuel and it needs logs. Yeah, we're at a place now where we do need a lot of logs. Hopefully, these farmers plant some trees, people. Please. You're fine. I say 77%, but it's still completely doable. Hey, there we go. Small warehouse is sorted. So, next up, we need to get this ore furnace on the go. 55 planks, that is pain, but we'll get that running. Then we got to get some of these warehouses up. Ooh. Oh, I just flipped it around. Okay, not a problem. Oh, actually, that's like slightly better than I first anticipated, actually. And then we can have 2 warehouses next to each other with the doors in the same spot. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's the little pleasures in life, you know. There we go. Get that back on the run. So that's a small warehouse into a small warehouse. They are 21 planks. Holy smokes. I didn't think they were that much. I feel that the last time I kind of played this for myself on my own, it was nowhere near as demanding on wood as what this is. This is feeling a little heavy. Hopefully we'll be able to get something out of it, though. Do we have a free apprentice? We do have a free apprentice. It's our only builder. They are also an apprentice, but they're there. Okay. So we don't have any more builders anymore. That's fine. We haven't got the materials to do the building, so we'll pump them into the sawmill to hopefully get us some more wood going on. And if we can get those logs, that's going to help us out quite a bit. Got to keep these fires lit, though. Top them all up. Nice. Plenty of stone blocks. No stone. So let's swap that out. Get the mouse in there to do the mining thing, and hopefully they can get some minerage going on. But 21 planks is steep. A lot steeper than I was expecting. We seem to be in extremely slow progress for it. No builders available, that's fine, and everybody is full of resources, that is a problem. I've never struggled for planks as much as this. We'll power through the night again, just see how everybody's looking. Going to be interesting as we've got nearly 900 to pay in taxes. So when that tax turns up, which is still a while away, don't get me wrong. But we do have nearly 4 grand's worth of finances to pay. So that's the cotton and coal. Coal we've got to keep hold of. Cotton is where it's at. So we'll get these doing the thing that they need to do. I guess I need to work out my focus. My focus is on resources at the minute. I need trees. What do we do for food? We're stinking with the fish as well. Ugh. Let's do some shuffling around, shall we? Let's put him into the fishing hut. So he's still producing food, but he's not doing the berries, because the berries can stay with that one worker. Cool. Lumberjacking. Everybody's all out in the wrong place here, aren't they? Okay, no, the woodcuts are in the right place. They are not. Is there anybody who's... Yes! Okay. I'm going to assign that worker. Switch it for that worker. Cool, cool, cool. Get Nimbles in there. There we go. So we're trying to, like, balance the job. Profession for... Yeah, the profession for the right role, I guess. So swap the farmer out. Swap you out for that because it's a farmy. There you go. Okay, anybody else who's in an awkward position? Who's in school? Fine. None of you and none of you. Right. At the minute, you don't need to be in there. Get yourself in there. So we've got miners in there. Cool. Industry. I'm gonna assign. I can't. Okay. Oh, actually, no. What we'll do is I'm gonna assign that. Get the apprentice in there. Get brambles in there, and then that'll educate so we can put them in there. Brilliant. Both of the miners are in there. Brilliant. One farmer in there. Okay. So that's everything pretty much as efficient as it can be given the mice that we've got. That actually worked out pretty well, actually. Surprised by that. So hopefully that little change might hopefully increase a little bit of productivity. Don't really know. I mean, we're not really holding on to many more logs. Not logs, sorry, planks. So yeah, it is what it is. Also, we've only got one piece of machinery. I don't know how to get any more. Can't say I've ever known. Oh, it's produced to the machinist. Okay. Ooh, it's like a very end thing that we unlock. Ooh. How's this place looking for stone? Doesn't have a lot of stone either. Have I got to the point where even mining underground is taking stone out of me? Yeah, I find a lot of coal down there. I'm also very curious if these steps are actually faster or slower than the ladders. Because that's painfully slow, but what happens if you just take that out? How quick do they go down? It's probably a similar speed, to be fair, so it's no better or worse. I'm not going to sit here with a stopwatch and time it, but where are our planks going? It's like they're not making any. I don't understand. Do they need an apprentice to work? Is that where the problem's been this whole time? So we'll take that one because they are the gifted teacher. Get that one in there. Swap you for that one. There we go. That's Blimey O'Reilly. Let's get confused. Right, there we go. So there's now an apprentice back in the sawmill. We've got the actual gifted teacher to bring up. Yeah. Okay. Holy smokes, that was pain. How are we looking overall anyway? It's been a couple of days since we checked it. Everything is still fine. We're not moving either way. We are still doing better. People just want washing and dressing. They do want better food. I don't blame them on that one. Still got more pollution. There's not a lot I can do about the pollution, I'm afraid. You either want to be warm, which I hear you're saying you want clothes for, or, you know, you want fresh air. It's not disastrous, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. Output of this. We're not full here, are we? We are full as well. Oh. And of course, we've got nobody who's going to be a builder. Gifted teacher be doing the gifted teachery things. Let's drop off them so they can become the builder. Supply ship has arrived. Yeah. And we're going to have to go to the planks and the logs. We get more clothes as well. Tax is up to... Here you go. Tax. So in 3 days, tax turns up. We're due over £1,000, but we do have nearly £4,000 now in storage. So that is going to be very, very helpful for us. We just got to work on this whole teachery malarkey thing going on here. You can go back to work in the mines. Get that one in. And get that one in. Okay, so now we've got one free mouse. Who can then set up to work in. Okay, whoever's in there is building that up, so that's fine. Crash that out as high priority. And when people are done, they can do what they need to do. Disable all inputs so we can sort that out. There we go. So now if we go to storage, and we want this to be literally just planked. There we go. So they can have 55 plankage. That'll do what we need to do there. Am I guessing that in here is where all the planks have been going then? It's highly likely. We need 33 more, so... Yeah, they've been chewing through them. They're probably just going straight out the sawmill, straight into the school, not the school, sorry, the research lab. Ah, dear. Now, these have got nowhere to put anything. And they've got coal as well. Ooh, Nelly. So we're slowly getting somewhere. We do not have... Interesting is stone cutters going up, but they're not doing anything because, again, I imagine they've not got an apprentice. So that is... slightly confusing, but nobody's able to work because we've got no resources now. Sorry, we've got no storage space now. I can't get storage space because I need all the resources, and I'm desperately needing planks. So it's almost like I need this tax ship to turn up, because if the taxes ship turns up, I'll be able to empty a lot of my resources, especially that cotton. The cotton will all go. That's going to free up a lot of space, and then I'm potentially I'm going to need more storage space to actually put the cotton, because once the cotton's gone, that's going to be problematic. So yeah, ay caramba, basically. Right. Let's power through this night and get into the next day. It's going to get dark. It's a very random part of the game, this, I will say. It's night time, so when they finish working and they all go back home, there's literally nothing that we can do. So I don't really get almost why it's part of the game, if that makes sense. So we'll see. And then everybody's up and runs to go to work and do their thing. We have survived winter. Quest completed. We don't need to hear all this. It's basically like, hey, get through winter. Oh, yes, we get 5 machinery. Sorted. We need that stuff, because that stuff helps all of this stuff work. Output is full. So we've got nowhere to put the stone either. Is this also what we're saying? That's crazy. If that is the truth, why doesn't it have one of these? Like, see this little warehouse thing? This basically says there's no storage available. This says there's 3 stone out, and 3 stone is there. Can't give it any more, but they're not actually saying that they're full as such. It only says it on their little people's names, on their little mouse names, whatever. Hey, that's interesting nonetheless. So we made it through the winter. We are now in luscious spring. But temperature-wise, people still are chilly. Even though it's spring now, it's 5 degrees with a little bit of snow. And everybody is feeling the chill a little bit. But that's fine. Here we go. Whisker ships. Yes. Okay. What do we actually need? Probably miners. I need one more farmer for sure. Let's see what we've got. Farmers. Yeah. We'll take them both. Because we can afford them both. I'll tell you what, we'll take them all. Because they're all pretty good, actually. We got really lucky with that. We'll take everybody. And then that means everybody is going to be homeless. Of course, the houses require planks. Because, you know, why wouldn't they? They require 34 planks as well. That is not something that we're able to do. But everybody has jumped into... That's absolutely perfect. Everybody's jumped into a role of becoming a builder, which has been brilliant because now we have storage. Why did they all go to that one? I guess it's proximal. Come off the boat, go straight over there. But yes, now everything's got spaces to put stuff. That's awesome. We might as well stick a farmer in here. So that is all up full capacity now. This is also full. And we have no stone. That has to be one of the first times that that's happened to me. Okay, so this will do without a craftsman in there. It does add 50 plus on the output though. That's pretty good. So it still requires 21 planks. It's got 14 inbound and we've emptied everything. Oh dear. We're in a weird position with the coal. In that we seem to be just hitting so much coal now and no stone. We've hit... Yeah, okay, we've hit a coal seam. Makes sense. As dumb as it is, can I just kind of cancel them from doing this at the minute? So that they're up a layer? Yeah, hopefully that will get them... Getting some more stone coming in. Because this is like... Most of this is stone, but there is quite a bit of coal and copper ore, actually. But we need to, don't know, help them. If that's the right words. Help them trying to get some stone. This fella's needing stone. Who else is using stone? I don't know. I feel if we go in here... Might as well do this bit. We can almost like square all of this off. To bring it down to the same level as the farm. So that we can hopefully use all this as farmland. The only thing that I am worried about is, obviously, this is all green at the minute. If I take this down to farmland, like mine it out, is it going to go like this? Is it going to go all dry and stuff? Or will it be okay if it's exposed to the elements? If it gets a little bit of rain on it, get some grass back, that kind of thing, you know? That'd be really interesting to see. Really do with getting enough land to get some crops down, some trees down, and you know, all of that basically, because things are getting a little bit tight and these guys are doing their best getting rid of this wood. If we check that be top priority for them as well, hopefully they can go get that. How many miners do we have? 2. Bobby Davro. Get them in there doing the mining thing. They can clear this out a little bit, and we can expand the cotton field. Potentially as far back as that, actually. So we can go back in here. Rejig this. So if we say here. Here we go. They can dig all of that out. I hope that gets us some stone as well, to be honest with you. Could really, really do with it. In fact... Because this is logs, we'll use these. Don't go dark. We'll put all those on and we'll turn them all off so that we can set them to... We'd be stone and copper and and whatever other ore we pull out. We should be alright with that. Power through. See what happens. We're still without houses though, so we've got to be mindful of that. And we earned a little bit more approval, so it's all going well. Surprised me actually, having 4 sleeping outside. Right, awesomely, we're in an okay spot for wood now, ironically. He's only got a couple more in his range. So that's going to help us there. Do we try and get another sawmill on the go? Ooh. So that's our ore furnace. This is what we've been waiting for. That's going to help us produce stuff. I feel it's going to also be a little bit of a hindrance at the minute. It needs fuel. Okay, so the problem that we got is I need a fair bit of this land coming out because, like I was saying about pollution before, being out here is going to really help us with the pollution thing. If this is all going to be farmland, where it's green in this corner, potentially where it's green in this corner as well, I need the pollution to be away from stuff. So hopefully I want the pollution to go like in the direction of the waves, basically. So like I said before, from left to right. I want to bring this out so I don't kind of encroach onto this land up here. So it's almost like where the bulk of this is that I've just put down. This is where I want to be building my furnaces and polluting stuff. Ooh, supply ship. Not paying attention. We'll select that. It'll push us up a bit, but it's going to help us a bit because we're going to get them planks, which I think went straight into somewhere. Do we have a way? Ooh, we've got a quest complete. That's all of our tailored clothes. We can turn that in. Yeah. You know what? I almost want to say allow this just to be cotton only. Better. These guys are doing a little bit more of a better job over here. That's handy. I think it's helped having that stone a little bit closer. Wait, can I build priority to be the trees now? See if it makes a difference. Okay, so they're actually now getting on to tilling the soil. So just making it a priority, they could have done that all the way through the winter. Because that's what's been stuffing me or whatever. Because if I remove all priority, then in theory they'll be able to do whatever it is that they've got to do. Interesting. I think I might have been kind of capping myself there. That's all built, that's all built. Everything's built. So what I feel I will do is next morning, I'll get onto the houses situation because I've got to destroy houses to build houses and I don't particularly want to do that. Just as it gets towards the night, I want to be able to get into a position where hopefully I can get the house finished in the same day. Power through the night and we'll look at the house situation. Okay, new morning. So we are going to delete this one. Delete this one. Delete this one. That's made 3 homeless. That provides a house for 2. That provides a house for 4. That provides a house for 6. So we're still 1 short. I guess we can get rid of this one. Let's not do that until we actually... they take a lot of planks. They take a lot of planks. Sort all that out. Is this the... This is taxes, right? Oh, this is smuggler. Hello. I don't... Ooh. Do I? That's too much. I do that though. I'll give them 21 cut stone and they'll give me 525 coinage. We can do that. A little bit of a trade with those. So that's where, okay, so up here it says it's no tax value, but it has a smuggler's value. That is important to know, so we don't kind of get tripped up a little bit there. Here we go. Here's the taxes. Let's get this paid off. So we're saying cotton. Cotton is fantastic. Also, we've got that gold bullion, so... Wow, that really didn't add an awful lot. That'll give us a schematic. Wait, it'll give us a percentage of a schematic. We can hit that. That's all we need to do, because the extras on this is where it's an extra machinery piece. We'll sit it there for now. It's still over what we owe them. See if we can get the balance. Get rid of trinkets. Trinkets don't have a purpose. There we go. Exactly 100%. Payment made. That was slightly expensive, but it's also freed up a lot of room everywhere. No teacher, that's fine. Good. Whisker ship has arrived. Now farmers again, because I'm thinking if I have farmers, I can go down the route of more fisheries, but also that's not really helpful. Yeah, farming dock to fisheries. The lumberjacks is stuffed at the minute, so we'll move him. Ooh, everything's going off. What do we want? I can choose one or I can re-roll. Let's re-roll. Re-roll for the exact same thing, just in a different order and potentially different values. I will take the food. Yeah, but what I'm saying, farming is where it's at. Farming and mining, I guess. One mine, one farm. Okay. Refuse the rest. So it's almost like... If we go down here and have like a food production place. There's our fishery. I have another fishery there, so we've got two fisheries. Have this district as like food, because we're going to move, like houses are going to go underground eventually. Have this district as food, something that comes off this way for all our pollutables. Housing to go underground, just like it keeps it out the way but still there. Pollution can get carried away in the wind, farm stuff, food can expand, and have our industries maybe into the center somewhere. I don't know. We'll see how it all branches out. Should actually have a look underground, because what happens is, sorry, what happens if we can build a house down here? Yeah. I mean, they're not underground. Maybe we should put something there. But you know what I'm saying? It starts to get people inside there a little bit. So hopefully that'll be beneficial. And they can just tickle those up as they go. Like, there's nothing to be done. Dead certainly. Do I want to do that though? That's a good question. No, I don't. I do want to expand this out so much more. But I also need to do the layers. So this is where it is. Is that symmetrical? Yeah, so that's the idea anyway. You sort of see the idea. Get the houses underground, do the thing, allow the stuff, and win. Prosper and win. Another night rolls in, we better get going. Hey! Get to it.
The insects are waking up for the spring thaw. Now it is our chance to maximize this year's bounty. It is time to plant crops and expand our farms. Plants will grow quickest in the warmth of summer, so these spring months are ours to till the earth and plant seeds.
There you go. Got to get more farmers going. I accept that quest. Because I also agree with it, so... It does mean that, actually do need some farms, though. Which is going to be slim pickings. Three farms will be 5 farm workers. Surely... No? Okay, that's fine. It doesn't need... Yeah, it doesn't need logs. Sorry, it doesn't need planks even. And the farms do. Ah. Supplies! Yes. We'll take that because it's got a load of planks again. Which will go straight into these guys. Still undecided what to put in this middle one, you know. Bill farm stuff. So, yeah, let's do flax. Flax and berries, because they've got berries over here, haven't they? Yeah, see, now these trees are growing. That's really annoying. So if I'd have done this over winter, it is what it is. This can be paused. This can be paused. And this can be paused just to get rid of the angry, hey, there's nothing here symbol. Should high prioritize the houses before these, but it is what it is. Right, farmers. Only got one farmer available. Oh. I mean, technically, it doesn't care if the people that you say to be farmers are farmers. Just as long as you have 5 farm workers, it doesn't mind. That's what it's saying there. And they are now sorting out the houses. So that's a positive. And they've got enough to actually build them. So that's even better. Anybody over here doing this thing? Not yet. There we go. I'm done. Remove the field priority of that as well. So then everybody should work every field, right? Hopefully that'll work for all. What are we currently doing? We've got 4 builders. Get another house on the go here. Alright, you're in the way. And there. That gives me enough houses for 4. I've got 3. Okay. Happy days. Happy, happy days. So, because what I'm building now isn't necessarily top priority, I feel we'll just tick off this mission, this quest. So we've got the farmers that we need. There we go.
Waking up for
So we get 40 approval. Nice. But then also these guys are just going to crack on with the field stuff. So everybody wins in that line of regard. So that's 4 extra farmers that we need. It's not 4 extra farmers, is it? 1 extra farmer, 3 extra farmers. Okay, 3 extra farmers. And we have 1, and he's weak. I don't really want a weak farmer. Cannot lift very much. Does that matter, though, when you're a farmer? I don't know. Greatly dislikes raw food. Well, I never knew that was a thing. If you highlight... Wait, is that the guild thing? Or is that the individual? Do I have 2 that are in the same guild? 50% plus 1 carry-in. Plus 1 food per meal. Okay. Ah, okay. I didn't realise that their actual guilds had a thing as well. They're naturally resistant to cold. Oh. They prefer smoked fish. They prefer mushroom stew or berry stew. And food. Oh, there you go. I will take the farmer. I will take that miner. I will take that engineer. Refuse the rest. They can crack on and do what they need to do. The more you know, I guess. Oh, I took too long doing that and I forgot to slow the game down, so we're nearly at the end of another night again. Bum, 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 bum. Hung the farmer and the farmery bit. That'd make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Now we're looking over here. You are supposedly removing the rocks. Yo, farmer, I'm going to field priority you on this field. Just because I want to get those trees in the ground. It'd be really helpful to get those trees in. End the day. How are we looking? Hey, we're doing alright, no? We're doing alright. Somebody ate at the warehouse. Why did somebody eat at the warehouse? But for real though, I totally need to get another sawmill in.
Southern colonies have ruined their cotton harvests. The kingdom needs additional cotton supplies. A generous reward has been authorized for any colonies who meet the requested quota. Plant and harvest 34 cotton. Cotton seeds are enclosed in this parcel.
Easy enough. We're working on cotton. We've already completed the quest just by accepting the quest. Lovely jubbly. 34 approval. Bada boom, bada bing. Awesome. This is getting more wood. That is handy. How we doing with the old flax? Pretty good. Pretty good. And these miners are doing pretty well, to be fair. They're giving a good old clear out now. That's handy. And then we can, like, so what we'll do... Ah, of course. Of course. So, we can move the miners downstairs, which would actually be quite handy. Because it puts them closer to what they need to do. So, we've brought them down here. Which is going to give them an influence area over the area that we're actually trying to dig out. Rather than them just being right on the fringes. They're able to get in a bit better and able to do what we need them to do. And then, arguments for another sawmill going in here. Is that back enough? Do I need to go back anymore? No, that should be back far enough. If we could, I'd like to prioritize this so that we actually could get a second sawmill in. Hey, there he is. And then that'll help us out with the whole log situation that we've got going on. Now that we've got wood going in here, this stuff's growing pretty well. Gives us 8 logs. I don't know if that's 8 logs per tree or is that 8 logs overall? 8 logs overall, potentially. It's growing. It's growing steady and slowly, but it's growing. This is going to be the pain point. Just trying to get this land, but it's all going in the right direction at least. Houses are sorted. Not quite half a day. Not quite the planks to do it. So maybe I won't. I'm just going to look at getting into that. Oh, okay. Hello. We should also, by the looks of it, move all this stuff up. Again. They got loads of room up there. We can also move this, actually. But he's not walking so far, at least to get the resource. It'd be nice to be able to get that smelter in. And as horrendous as it is... Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not gonna rip anything down just because we don't actually have the ability to. Need this to chop this away. Get that lumber mill in. Sawmill, lumber mill, same difference. We'll stick that in there. That'll spring everybody into action. Somebody's out of resources. That lumber. Well, wood cutter, whatever. It's fine. So we can literally just put him here. So he's got access to all of these trees here. We are ploughing through these trees now. I'm feeling the next day we get rid of these. Get rid of one house. Anyway, you can't get rid of 2. Get get rid of the one house, then we'll have enough logs, planks, to build that house. At the minute, it looks like I've got to put a set of these in. Because I need to mine out this stuff. And then potentially that should open it up enough for me to get those other stairs in. And the reason why I want to do that is because these are actually faster than these ones. I guess it's because it's a shallower angle, but yeah, it's a lot quicker to go down on these ones than it is on the others. But there you go. The more you know. Day 30. Not a lot has changed. What we're saying. I've just spent an awful lot of planks that I didn't really want to spend in removing that. So that's going to be pretty horrendous. So we'll high prioritize that. No ships today. Ah, a supply ship today. So we might get some planks coming in. It'd be really helpful if we did. This is also done, actually, so yay. We'll just get one mouse in here for now. It'll do what it needs to do. But I kind of need those builders for this. I don't like having homelesses overnight. I don't like ripping people's houses down, knowing it's going to take me time to build them. So we'll get this whacked up, and then we'll, yeah, hope for the best. That supply ship should be in pretty soon. There you go. So we'll take some more logs off of him and clothes and everything else. He'll bulk us out a little bit more. That is that. I don't think they're going to get this house done in time, are they? Doesn't look like it. How many trees are we sitting on here, or logs are we sitting on here? 13, okay. Enough farmers to hopefully be tending to these fields. Feel that we need to get another farm that's sort of more in the middle here somewhere. But where we're at is okay. So, like, what, the last day of spring, I think? I think I've missed a trick here. Yes, so for now, we can make this all cotton. Make that all cotton. We just have a little bit of flax added on the side there. Doesn't need to remove rocks because it doesn't have any rocks to move, but yeah, we'll get that in. Yeah, they're definitely removing stones. That was 36, now 29. And it's now 28, so it's definitely not to do with where I clicked either, so that's fantastic. That is awesome. I wonder, as stupid as it sounds, these guys, woodcutters, cut down the trees. Makes sense. When the tree grows on farmland, whose duty is it? Is it a farmer's job to get rid of it? Or is it a woodcutter's job to get rid of it? Answers on a postcard. Just stick some stairs up here as well. That'll help them get up. How's it going down here? It would be nice to have that in there. Just for a little bit of illumination. Here we go. Boom. So now, hopefully, they can get up them stairs. Yeah, they can. Up and up and up and up. So that can be their way up now. And they've got that house finished. Brilliant. Doing pretty well over here. I can do with him filling in this bit. So he fills in this bit, so this is nice and square. I will maximise the smelter. Yeah. Tricky because I like the charm being here. Ooh la la. Oh, we're starting to fly with these planks now. So we'll wreck that. Build that. What's happening there then?
Our records indicate you've received more whiskers than your colony has productive jobs. Remember, idle hands lead to dangerous thinking. Reduce the unemployed to a manageable population.
Okay. So oh, basically I have less than 5 whiskers without jobs, so I completed that one straight away. Nice. Take that one. And in turn we get a free mouse. Don't know what mouse it is, but we get a free one. Same again, I think we'll get rid of some footstone to get us a, what they're called, bullion. So we're happy with that. Jobs are good in. Set that as high priority. Okay. I think we're okay. Take an engineer, refuse the rest. Get the engineer in there. I need to get that in. And then that's only 2. So every time we remove one, we add 2, we'll be fine. Laughing. And on that note, I think we'll leave it here. Things are growing pretty well, going in the right direction. Yeah. Hope to see you again next time. Take it easy. Bye for now. Everybody.